Jim Stevens back with you live here at the 2020 Tour Kickoff in Lexington, Kentucky, as we now bring you the amateur doubles final. Coming from the loser side of the bracket on the right side of the screen, out of the state of Alabama, that's Stephen Darby. In the forward position, Alan Widok at goal. And on the left, out of Canada, having won the winner's bracket, sitting in the king seat, Jeffrey Schneider, the forward, Jake Barnett at goal. Best 2 games out of 3, and of course, Darby and Widok must win 2. Best 2 out of 3s to come back and claim the amateur doubles championship. Here's Darby opening up with the first possession here in game number 1. And he finds that hole down the middle to make it 1-0. So Darby and Widok off to a good start here. Jeffrey Schneider will put this one into play. Jeffrey Schneider coming off a very good performance at last year's Tornado World Championships. Had several top 5 finishes and really performed well in what I believe was his first big major championship event. And here he is opening up the 2020 season in a final already, an amateur, which really suggests that perhaps he's a little better than an amateur player. That pull shot blocked by Widok and taken away by Allen, who sends it up the table with a left hand where it's grabbed by Barnett. Jake Barnett back and forth and tried to pass along the near wall, and he does, to the 5 of Schneider. Nicely done. Always like it when I see goalies passing to forwards on that 5 row in doubles. I think it can be, with practice, a very high percentage play. Here's Darby. Fired that one down the middle towards the goal. Picked up again here by Stephen Darby. Knocked back towards Widok. Allen doesn't take a whole lot of time back there when he gets it. Jeffrey Schneider looking to take some time here as he takes his time and fires it down the middle nicely. Really weighted beautifully, then squared it off. The pole shooter's best friend, that split against that standard defense. And we're even at 1 here in game number 1. Darby will put the ball back into play. Working that far side, pass attempt knocked down and sent back towards Barnett's goal. And eventually it's Schneider gaining possession on his shooting rod. Jeffrey will again set up the pull shot and stroke home the long to make it 2-1. 2 in a row from Jeffrey Schneider and Jake Barnett. Barnett with a quick clear here, and it's Schneider who's able to scoop up the rebound with the 5. Jeffrey does everything methodically, does everything intelligently, and will now set this one up. And finds the straight hole. 3 in a row from Jeffrey Schneider, and we've got a timeout. So after Darby and Widok scored the opening goal of this amateur doubles final, it's been Schneider and Barnett scoring the next 3. That one up the table, grabbed by Widok. Great tradition in the state of Alabama, of course. Greatest lady player of all time, Cindy Head, from Alabama. Taken away here. And chipped through by Darby. That shot attempt taken away, then sent up the other way by Barnett, picked up by Widok. 3-1 lead early on here in this first game for Jeffrey Schneider and Jake Barnett. Shot down the middle on goal by Widok. Rebound grabbed by Barnett. Jake, again, controlling the tempo, tried to pass it along the wall to the 5. Schneider's pass attempt taken away by Darby. Big possession early on here for Stephen Darby. You don't want this one to get away. And he's able to stroke this one home to make it 3-2. Jeffrey Schneider will put it into play. Now leading 3-2 here in the first game. That one blocked back towards the goal, grabbed by Barnett. Jake will once again slow things down a little bit. See if he tries to work that 2 to the 5 series. Did try to brush it down, I believe, to the 5. Again, that ball has to be moving if you're passing 2 to the 5. That shot attempt to the near corner, this time by Barnett. And it's 4-2. So Schneider and Barnett back on top by 2 goals. Darby can't hold on to the pass picked up here by Schneider. Jeffrey will get it moving slowly, tried to bounce it and pass it. It's knocked back and grabbed again by Darby, whose quick pull kick blocked and taken away by Barnett. Quick pass up the table, gets through to the 3-rod of Schneider, who can win game number 1 right here. From pull shot position, Jeffrey Schneider. Tried to go inside, and he does. So working that short side of the goal, Jeffrey Schneider gives his team a first game win. And Schneider and Barnett now just a game away from the amateur doubles championship. The players will switch sides. So it's now Darby and Widok on the left, Schneider and Barnett on the right as we open up game number 2 with Stephen Darby putting it into play. Tried to bounce that one through. Schneider got a piece of it. It comes back to Jake Barnett. Barnett has done a nice job of controlling tempo, slowing it down when he gets it back there. This one, though, stolen away by Darby. Darby looking for goal number 1 of game number 2, but this one blocked by Barnett. And then the pull kick after the rebound drilled home by Darby, and it's 1-0. So just as in the first game, Stephen Darby and Alan Widok score first. In that first game, however, it was Schneider and Barnett coming back to get 5 of the next 6 goals to win game number 1. Schneider calmly brushing it down to his 3. Shot attempt blocked by Widok, comes back to Jeffrey, who continues to peck away at that short side. Again, Widok there. So Schneider certainly has established his willingness to go inside. Did hit the long pull shot in that first game. But 0 for 3 opening up game number 2. Does make the steal here nicely. Schneider. Another chance here for Jeffrey. See if he takes a little more time. Stubs this one. Now 0 for 4 opening up game number 2 for Jeffrey Schneider. 1-0 lead in games for Schneider and Barnett. 1-0 here in the second game for Darby and Widok. Another chance here for Schneider. And he just knocks it in to that short side. Widok showed it to him. Schneider took a look at it. And we're even at 1. By the way, we've been joined by a referee. That's Matt McCrory, handling the officiating duties at the other end of the table. The pass attempt here taken away by Schneider. Jeffrey will get another chance. This time he'll look to give his team the lead here in game number 2. And again, fighting that short side, that straight hole. It's 2-1, and Schneider calls timeout. Jeffrey Schneider, Jake Barnett back on top here in this second game after winning the opening game of this amateur doubles final. Darby with a big possession here. As he walks it, try to take it out to the far side, blocked, and then that back spins back to Barnett. Jake going with a quick short pull shot. Rebound grab by Schneider. And again, the pass to the 5. 5-3, now looking to go from his 3-rod to the back of the goal. Jeffrey Schneider. Trying to go down the middle, blocked by Widok. Darby able to pick up the rebound. And then the quick shot near side makes it 2-2. So Stephen Darby keeping his team in there. Schneider, the shooting percentage has not been real high, but he has a lot of opportunities. The 5 has been really good, and this time he sets it up, strokes it home, and Schneider and Barnett back on top here in game number 2 at 3-2. So Jeffrey has been setting that long pull shot up all match long by trying to go inside to the straight and the split holes. That time he knew it was going to be there. He set it up, and he really ripped it home to give his team the lead once again here in this second game. Darby able to pick up the loose ball. Will set it up, looking to tie it up from snake shot position. Darby rims that one off the far post. Rebound grab by Jake Barnett, who just clears it. Schneider able to pick it up on the 5. It is championship point for Jeffrey Schneider and Jake Barnett. Just one goal remains between them and the amateur doubles championship. Pass attempt taken away by Schneider. A chance to win it there for Jeffrey, but blocked. Rebound grabbed again by Schneider. Another shot attempt. Widok with the block. Schneider again for the win. And you'll call time out. Jeffrey Schneider will step back to the table and put the ball back into play. It remains championship point for the Canadians. And that one blocked and taken away by Widok, who has come up big defensively down the stretch here. This one, though, picked up again by Schneider. The 5 for Jeffrey Schneider has been very good. It's given him a lot of opportunities. There's another one here to win it. That one blocked by Widok, sent towards the goal by Darby, picked up here by Barnett. Looking to pass. That one got underneath or just between the wall and the man of Schneider. Darby's brush pass blocked by Jeffrey. Another block here on the 5 by Schneider, who's working it with 2 hands. Darby able to go through the high lane. It remains championship point for Schneider and Barnett. Darby and Widok trying to pull back within 1 here. As Darby strokes it home to make it 4-3. And a timeout called. Jeffrey Schneider's had some opportunities to win this championship. They still have a bit of a cushion, leading 4-3 up a game. And Schneider puts it into play. That pass knocked down and taken away by Darby. Darby's pass attempt blocked, comes back to Widok. Quick shot blocked back towards the goal by Schneider. Allen again. Barnett put one on goal. Widok able to pick up the rebound. And taken away here by Schneider. Another chance for Jeffrey to win it, but then he loses it back to Widok. Schneider, quick pass. Darby with the block. Jeffrey this time will hover over the ball, rush it down, and set it up once again in pull shot position looking for a win. Jeffrey Schneider. First shot blocked by Widok, comes back to Jeffrey. And there it is as Schneider strokes it home. Jeffrey Schneider, Jake Barnett are the 2020 Tour Kickoff Amateur Doubles champions.